Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the new Team of the Season Bailey card to review today. So, we're taking a look at a card. Let's just go ahead and switch that really quickly. We're taking a look at a card that is 5'10", high-low work rates, left-footed, 4-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. Now, with Bailey's card, he actually had this freeze card that I used at the time too, which was an okay card. It wasn't anything like too crazy. It was pretty decent for what it was. But was obviously wasn't an amazing card, right? But with this Bailey Team of the Season card, he has gotten some pretty significant stats increase in specific areas that actually helps out the card a lot. Mostly in the dribbling department, shooting, pace, passing, just everything. Everything looks really, really nice on this card. So I am curious to see how he's going to play in game. You know, 5'10", high-low work rates, left-footed, 4-star, 4-star. In-game player traits, he has the outside foot shot trait, no finesse shot trait. In-games is at 98 acceleration, 99 sprint speed. Good for base card stats. You don't have to improve that. Shooting for base card stats is set up really nicely as well because his shot power is high. He's got good finishing. Long shots is at a 91 with 88 for volleys at 85 composure as well. So we're working with a couple of very nice things so far for this card. I would say that with the marksman chemistry style, we are going to be improving his finishing by quite a bit, as well as his shot power. 98 finishing with 99 shot power should be a cool thing to work with, right? Base card stats for passing is very good as well for any sort of attacking player. If you want to use him in the right mid position, left mid position, cam, striker, doesn't really matter. Now, the thing that we have to take into consideration, right, is the fact that this card is a high-low work rated player. So having cards like this on the sides or playing through the middle is definitely a very fun thing to have. So it's just good food for thought if you guys plan on using him in your team. Base card stats for dribbling is set up really nicely on the card. Now, we do have to test him out in game because he does have the average body type. Average body type is always important to test out with the base dribbling stats that he has, but we are going to be increasing his stats to be in the mid 90s to high 90s. So definitely very nice there. And then we're working with the 85 composure as well with 90 stamina, 90 for jumping, and 72 for strength. So the card looks pretty sick. I am curious to see how he's going to perform in game. I think what I'm going to do here is actually going to do this right here and then just switch Patrick Vieira there just so I can have more of a balance in the team here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use the 4-1-2-2 like we normally do. We're going to put Bailey up top. Since he is a left-footed player, I want to put him on the right side here, right? And then we're going to have Heung-min Son playing as the cam. We're going to have Bruno Fernandes playing as the cam with Patrick Vieira through the middle, and then the instructions on the two strikers will just be balanced. We will see if we require the getting behind out of the cards, because getting behind is like one of those like key instructions this year where if you don't really like the person's attacking AI, it's better to force it out of them. But sometimes it's always best to have players that have good base attacking AI so that when you put that instruction on them, they just perform significantly better. But we'll see if that's the case with this card. Let's get into a game and see how he plays. This guy has a really cool team, actually. I like it, I like it. Oh, you gotta get that Portuguese goalkeeper net. Oblak's really good, so I get why he's using him for sure. It's a nice team though. I like this, man. He's working with Dybala, Chiesa, and Kulusevski link too. Renato on 7 is fine. There you go. Well-weighted pass there with Bailey. Little skill move. Fake shot. Okay, so from the fake shot after the run, it's going to be a little bit emphasized, which I expected to for the most part with this card. I don't expect him to be rapid like Neymar, but we try it out. I forgot to set up my defense properly. I kind of noticed it when I was using certain players in certain areas. Coleman I'm going to have to use as a right back for now because, you know, legendary links and whatnot. Adjust your run. Okay, so he does adjust it not like crazy fast, but the high-low work rate's definitely nice to work with. First time pass, ball roll. Get the skill move off there. Ball roll, get the angle. And we miss. Ah. We miss with his weak foot there. Okay. Ooh, nice. He actually bends his body there to hit that finesse shot. I was kind of hoping for that. I wish there was like a specific mechanic that EA actually allowed you to specifically do that, because you kind of have to hope and pray that when you do the finesse shot, your player himself does the bend of the body, you know? But that was a good finish there. We'll take that. Oh, Ricardo Santos, the best player in the game. Nice shot. Let's go, Bailey. All good in the hood. Love it, man. Good finesse shot. Yeah, so I guess some like base stuff that you're noticing so far this card. Average body type you're going to notice, of course. It's usually the case with these cards regardless of the dribbling. I think they would have to make the base stats of his dribbling mid-90s for it to be less noticeable. But he is a taller player. He's a 5'10" player. In FIFA, that's like taller. With Correa, because he's like 5'7" with mid-90s for dribbling, his dribbling like wasn't that noticeable. With Bailey, it's a little bit noticeable, but he's still very fun to use. The high-low work rates, I wouldn't actually mind having in that left mid, right mid position. I think he would definitely play that role well. He does have 90 stamina to work with as well, which is pretty decent. Should be a goal here. Oh, I didn't expect him to go for the header. I thought he was going to go for the volley, but his header was actually pretty good there, considering the fact that he has 66 heading accuracy. Like, what? Oh, that was actually a good strike. You have to do that initial ball roll to kind of get the power strike off there. You want to get that specific angle. Good stuff. Quick little touches, you know. He thinks I'm going to go back on the outside right there. We go back on the inside. Uses 4-star weak foot. Bang a nice little finesse shot into the back of the net. Finesse? Okay. Normally it's better to go for the power strike in that situation, because when you don't have the finesse shot trait, they gotta hit like those really crisp ones, you know? Good, I was waiting for that adjustment right there. Should be a goal here. Oh, he goes for that little diving animation. I thought he could just hit that, to be honest, but I guess not. Oh, I try to get that like bounce touch right there so I can get a really good strike across goal. You kind of have to time it with the acceleration button. It just happens randomly, but you get a feel for it when the defender kind of approaches you. Well-weighted pass there. First time. Oh, way too close, yeah. Over there, at that point, you got to do like a shot cancel to kind of get that animation from the goalkeeper. Gets back in position nicely. Angled, shield. Get him on his left foot. Good stuff. I like that little transition play when they go to the side and then they start to move into the middle. I always like those ones for sure. Yeah, there's nothing too crazy with the card. There's not really much else you really have to check out. All of his stats definitely make sense to how he performs in game. I would say the most noticeable thing is definitely the body type effect in the card in certain situations, but with Bailey, it's still pretty nice to use regardless of the fact that he has the average body type. Nice little run right there. Strike across should be good, yeah. The high-low work rates is definitely nice to work with, that's for sure. In the striker position, it's just a preference of mine. The cool thing with the high-low work rate as well is when you force the get in behind instruction out of it, it just works really well with that work rate for the most part, especially if they have the pace, the defending, or the attacking positioning and stuff, because his is at a base of 94, so it's pretty decent. Nice, he actually goes on the inside right there. Oh, if he kept on pulling his goalkeeper there, that right there would have been nice. I should have put more power into it. He has like a different type of chip there, so. Nice, just a ball roll tap. Ball roll tap right there. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Leon Bailey card. So I think he's actually pretty cool for what it is. Now, with this card, you will obviously notice the average body type with the dribbling. Notice doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be bad at it. He's actually perfectly fine at it. His original position being a right wing, for me personally, if I were to actually use this card in my team, because of his base characteristics, the way that he moves across the pitch, the work rates that he has for this specific type of shot that I want to take, I would actually use him mostly in that left mid position in a 4-4-2. I think he'd fit that role really nicely with his high-low work rates and 90 stamina. He wouldn't necessarily be crazy on the comeback and defense, but he still would come back if you actually force the instruction out of the card. Now, with a card like Leon Bailey, it could actually be super ideal to tell him to get in behind as an actual instruction, because with a card like this on the high-low work rates, it'll definitely work really well with that certain instruction. It's the same case when I use, Kylian Mbappe and Ronaldo, because they have good base attacking AI, and then they have that instruction on top of them. The way they move across the pitch is significantly better. I don't think his attacking AI is on the level of Mbappe or anything like that, but I still think it's pretty decent. The way that he kind of makes a run and then kind of like adjusts it to go back into the middle is nice. He only has a problem with that initial change when he's making that initial run and he has to change into another one. That it's not as fast, fluid, or responsive to get into that space, but he still does it, right? And I think it's because of the average body type that he has to AI wise make that change into that direction. But the card is still really cool to use. I enjoyed using it for the most part. Like I said, the only real thing you're going to notice with the card is dribbling to average body type, but it's not even that big of a nuisance because he still dribbles okay. So I think this is definitely a really cool card. I enjoy this card more than the freeze version of the card for sure. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.